to another day in the life of a software engineer. Except today I don't really have any actual coding or programming planned. I thought it would be interesting to vlog a day that kind of showcases that not every aspect of this job is just sitting there from 9 to 5 over your integrated developer environment, writing code, hunkered down like a hacker. But really a lot of it is meetings, designs, research, reading documentation, making decisions about things. I also need to do a review of our logging and monitoring system. Do these sound like fun things to you? Well, buckle up, because that's what I'm doing today. There is also an error that I'm trying to figure out the cause of, hence all the reading of documentation. And this error has been the death of me. I've been working on this for the last 3 days. And it's at a point where I've been working on this for way too long, and I definitely need to say that I'm blocked and get help from my team members because I really don't know what I'm doing. And I'm coming to realize an important skill to have is to know when to ask for help and to be comfortable asking for help. And that's okay. You don't have to, it's not going to destroy your pride to admit that you don't know how to do something and you're stuck. I think what's important is just the approach of how you ask for help.
Help me! Help me!
So I'm probably going to have a meeting at some point today with one of my coworkers, and I'm going to go, hey, here's the error, here's my understanding of what it means, based on XYZ documentation that I've read, and here is all the different things I have tried to resolve it and none of them have worked. Do you have any other ideas or suggestions of things we can look into? Rather than just going to someone, I'm stuck, and just sending them the error and being like, help. So I'm rambling already, so we'll get into it. If you're wondering why I am recording from this microphone, I can't find the right cable for my other one. So this whole video is going to be voiceovers. That's okay. This is kind of fun. I'm like, ooh la la. And welcome to my new work from home setup. We moved house recently, and I've got to say I am very privileged and grateful to have 2 desks in this room. And so I have 2 separate workspaces. One is my office 9 to 5 work from home setup, and then one is my PC, my baby, which is for everything else, editing, gaming, fun times. But no fun times right now. It's time to get some actual work done. And it is currently 9:40 a.m. Normally I start around 9. I've been really bad lately, starting later. I mean, our first stand-up is at 10:40. I don't often have meetings earlier than that, so it makes it really easy to justify sleeping in a bit more and starting work a bit later. But then I'll end up working a bit later in the day. The other day I was working at 11 p.m. anyways. It all comes out in the wash. Is that what they say? It all comes out in the wash. I digress. I am ranting. Time to get into some grind time. I feel so frustrated right now. To calm myself, I have obtained a beverage in the tea form. Okay, let's have a snack break. Let's talk. I am stuck. I haven't actually reached out to my coworker yet about help, even though I just talked about putting aside your pride and doing that. But I'm I feel like I am this close. I feel like I'm gonna figure it out, and once I actually figure it out, it'll be so satisfying and I'll be so proud of myself. And if I ask my coworker for help, she's just gonna go through all the motions I did trying to figure it out. I don't think anyone on my team really knows the solution here. It's just something to figure out by someone. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm sitting here trying to decide how much to go into detail in complaining about what I'm dealing with, because I'm aware some of my audience might not really understand all the technical details. But I also need to rant. So, keep it concise, but here we go. And it works, and it's fun, and bada bing, bada boom, easy peasy. Trying to do this exact same logic, but on a different and I don't understand why. I have been reading all the documentation. I've made sure everything has all the access. Clearly something is missing. There is some access somewhere that needs to be granted to something to enable this. I am ranting for the vlog. Do you want to come in?
I'm sorry to interrupt your menu.
As you can imagine, I've now completely lost my train of thought. And maybe that's a sign to stop the ranting. I guess it's just that a big cause of the frustration is I keep thinking I've figured out the problem, and then I do something, I click some buttons, and then I run my pipeline again, and then I proceed to get the same error. And it's the whirlwind of emotions of, I figured it out. Oh no, I didn't. I figured it out. Oh no, I didn't. At least I'm narrowing down the issue and I'm figuring out what is not the cause of it. That's useful, right? So yeah, you know how I talked about how today is not really going to be programming heavy? I'm just doing a lot of stuff in Azure, the cloud things. So I don't know, what do you call this? Am I a cloud engineer now? That sounds kind of fancy, to be honest. I'm a girl who wears many hats. Ha ha ha. I've got to admit though, the longer this takes me to figure out, the sadder I get. It will be okay. You can do it. Break time over. Your girl did it. The good news. The good news is I figured it out. I figured out the issue, what was causing the error. The bad news is, to fix it, there's a button I need to press that I don't have the privilege to press. I don't have the power to fix it. That's okay. I figured out the cause and I can move on with doing other stuff. It's like 1 o'clock now. I am gonna go enjoy a break, take our little doggo, Ivy, for a walk, have some lunch, clear my head. I deserve it. So much more other stuff I need to do, and I've spent like my whole week trying to figure this out. Oh well. At least I've learned a lot about Azure and how access in Azure works. So it's been a good learning experience, you know? Stay positive, stay positive. All right. Ready for walk? Poo-poo time. Oh, that was a pee. Sup? Oh, baby. Back to work. I rushed back because I thought I'd be having to have a call with someone. That's now been cancelled. Oh well, can't complain. More time to do work. Should I go back to using the microphone? Alright, so I had a delicious lunch, a lovely, relaxing walk, and now it's back to the grind, the hustle. Getting some work, doing the things I get paid for. I'm gonna go submit a ticket to get the access that I was talking about before, have someone press a button on my behalf. And otherwise I'm spending my afternoon writing documentation. I also have to put some PowerPoint slides because next week I'll be doing a knowledge transfer session. I'm teaching some members of my teams and things I know. We definitely need other people to know how to do this stuff for when I'm not around. I also have to do a review of our logging system and make sure that we're tracking the things we need to be tracking. Fun. I can procrastinate it a bit though, right? It is very much getting to that time of day where my interest in my 9 to 5 is waning. It is Friday afternoon and we're having birthday drinks at a friend's house tonight, so my brain is basically in party mode, but I've got to persevere. Just a little bit more work. You can do it. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. I feel like I probably should apologize for the odd camera angle. I've got it plugged into my charger. Who would have thought that when you record yourself on video all day, your phone runs out of battery? These things happen, I suppose. Now I'm actually going to go back to work. Party mode, but I'm still working. I have a problem. Every day I write myself a to-do list. And every day it's suddenly 5:45 p.m. and I've got so much stuff left on my to-do list. How does this always happen? Is the issue with my productivity and my efficiency? Or am I just overcommitting myself on a daily basis and I need to learn how to be more realistic with my to-do lists? It just feels so unsatisfying when I look at what I set out to do for the day and I barely did any of it. Even though I have been working all day, it's fine. I didn't even get around to doing any of that documentation I was talking about. I spent 45 minutes writing an email that I didn't even end up sending. Maybe I am being really inefficient with the use of my time. Albeit, I didn't completely scrap the email. It wasn't a waste of time. I have it as a draft and it's Friday, 5:45 p.m. I just decided I'm just gonna come back to this next week in the morning. It's fine. Man, I gotta say, emails as a concept, as a construct, they suck the time out of my day. Because I'm someone who just, I want to proofread everything. I'm so anxious, I'm rereading my email over and over and over again. I don't want to embarrass myself. To the point where I feel like it takes me so long to write out long emails because I keep rewriting it or overthinking it. Why am I like this? Are other people like this? Does everyone else spend over half an hour rewriting their emails? It's better than being someone who rushes emails and then makes mistakes and sends really embarrassing typos. But alas, thank you for joining me on another day in the life video, day in my life as a software engineer who didn't really write any code for any software today. And that's okay. I'm afkstephmgmt. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also follow my Instagram. I promise I will start trying to post more than once a month. Maybe. Don't hold me against that statement. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye bye!